don't believe it. I simply do not believe it.
What don't you believe, Dad? What do you simply not believe?
Well, this is my house, isn't it? I mean, this is us, the Kelly household.
There's a strong rumour to that effect.
Well, here it is, just an ordinary evening and everyone's reading. No one is watching television.
Oh, there's nothing but rubbish on.
So, when does it ever stop this family? I mean, I thought rubbish was your best thing. You lot love rubbish. You revel in rubbish.
We do not.
Of course you do.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I decided I'd like to improve my mind a little and widen my general knowledge of current events by doing a little reading.
Ah, well, I'm not disappointed. I'm impressed. So, what are you reading?
It's this article by a leading American astrophysicist.
Oh, my.
Yes, he has this fascinating theory that Elvis isn't really dead.
Oh, my.
Yes. Apparently, Elvis was captured by these space travellers from Venus to mediate between two warring factions in the star system Zeta.
And you believe this?
I'm keeping an open mind. After all, there was an eyewitness report from another space traveller who actually saw Elvis.
Presumably at an intergalactic truck stop eating cheeseburgers.
How did you know?
Oh, just a lucky guess. So, is this eyewitness reliable?
Of course she was.
Anyone we know?
Well, you may find this a little hard to believe.
Never.
But it really makes sense when you think it through. I mean, the eyewitness was Princess Di.
Of course it was.
Yes. I mean, that explains why she and Charles aren't getting along in their marriage.
Yes, of course it does. I mean, he's always talking to the rhododendrons and she's out travelling the universe swapping space burgers with Elvis.
You're making this sound silly.
Oh, how could I?
Don't you see? The person we think is Princess Di is really an imposter from outer space. That's why she and Charles aren't getting along. They've got nothing in common.
No, of course not. I mean, people from Venus have always been pretty shaky on the rules of polo, haven't they?
Exactly.
So, this is what you're reading to improve your general knowledge.
Well, you're always saying we're watching too much television, Dad.
Well, maybe it's not too late. Maybe there'll be a rerun of the Brady Bunch that'll help save your sanity.
No, thanks. I'd rather read.
Turn it off!
Sorry, I think there's a funeral in here.
Well, there isn't. We just decided to read.
And we don't want the television blaring.
Oh, all right. So, what's everyone reading? Oh, you're always saying we never talk to each other. I'm talking to each other. What's good to read?
Well, I'm reading the latest John Irving novel.
Good choice, Dad. Good choice.
Oh, you like Irving?
Well, I don't know. I never learned how to Irv. That was a little joke, Dad.
That was a very little joke, Jenny.
What about Sam here? What are you reading?
I'm reading this amazing article about Elvis and the Venusians and Princess Di.
Oh, yeah, I read that. I think it's a little bit far-fetched, don't you?
A bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, why would they bother with Princess Di when they've already got Marilyn? And what about Ben here? What's Ben so engrossed in?
Oh, you know him. He's always studying.
Yeah, it's probably some boring engineering book or something.
Doesn't look like a textbook. What are you reading, Ben?
What are you reading, Ben? Ben?
Come live with me and be my love.
No, I don't think so, Ben. I don't think people would understand. Anyway, I think it's better if you just keep paying rent.
Huh? No. I mean, that's what I'm reading. Look, great love poems.
You're reading great love poems?
Yeah, I think they're terrific. Here, let me read you one.
Oh, do you have to?
This is my favourite so far. Come live with me and be my love.
Oh, could you not look at me while you're saying that, Ben? I'm going all goosebumpy.
Sorry. Come live with me.
Me either.
Oh, all right then. Come live with me and be my love, while summer skies lie warm above, and through the winds of winter cold, I'll be content your hand to hold. Isn't that beautiful? How could anyone write that?
I was just thinking the same thing. How could anyone write that?
What do you think, Jenny? Don't those words just grip your soul?
Not really. It's just a long-winded way of saying let's shack up together, whatever the weather.
Jennifer?
Sorry, Dad. I call them like I see them.
What's up with you, Ben? Have you popped a circuit breaker or something?
I've just discovered the beauty of the English language and the richness of emotion that it can convey.
He has. He's popped a circuit breaker.
You don't understand, do you? Well, I think I'll go for a walk in the park. The moon's out and the stars are glistering above.
Glistering?
Glistering. It's a poetic word. Keats used it when he wrote The Merchant of Venice.
Well, even I know that was Shakespeare.
Well, all right. Keats used it when he wrote The Merchant of Shakespeare.
Ben, while you're out there watching the glistering stars...
Yes, Mr. Kelly?
If you see Elvis up there, don't tell anybody.
Damn it. I just can't get it to work.
Oh, no, not you too.
Huh? What's that?
We haven't started on this crazy love poem writing business too, have you?
Me? No, of course not.
Thank goodness for that. I just passed Ben down the street. He's sitting in front of Mrs. Harkness's rosebush, muttering to himself and writing things down in a notebook.
What's come over him? Any idea?
It's love, of course.
You mean Ben and Shelley?
Yeah, they become quite an item these days.
Well, I suppose love makes the world go round.
Yeah, it also makes Ben go bananas. He's in love with Shelley. All of a sudden he wants to write love poems. Seen it all before.
You have?
Yeah, Simon went through it several times. He just had to wait for it to run its course.
And there's no cure?
Well, sometimes a bad dose of the runs can take their mind off it. If Ben gets too sick, he will try lacing his meals with castor oil.
I'll look forward to it.
So, if you're not writing love poems, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to balance my budget.
How's it going?
So far, so bad. I mean, no matter how I try and work it, my outgoings are always greater than my incomings.
Maybe you should try and get a loan from the bank.
Jenny, I'm spending more than I'm earning. Why would the bank want to lend me money?
It worked for Alan Bond.
No, what I need is another source of income. Hey, maybe I could start my own business.
Doing what?
I don't know. Haven't thought of that yet.
Well, what are you good at?
Buying clothes?
Don't think that's a high profit line to be in. What are you bad at?
Just about everything else.
Well, I guess that gives you a lot of scope.
Betty?
I'm just doing it, Mr. Kelly. Oh, funny you been.
Yes, certainly. Look, I was wondering, do you have a moment?
Oh, no, I'm flat out at the moment. A secretary's work is never done.
Isn't it?
No, well, that's what Mr. Kelly always says.
He says a secretary's
No, a secretary.
Oh, sorry. A secretary's work is never done.
Yeah. Oh, well, not exactly. He always says, my work is never done. Well, what would he know, anyway? So, Ben, how may I help you?
Oh, well, you know Shelley.
Oh, yeah, your beautiful new girlfriend.
Well, that's the one. You see,
Beautiful red curly hair.
That's her. Well,
It reminds me more than a little of the beautiful Nicole Kidman's, and, of course, my own.
Yes, that's Shelley, all right?
All right, there's no need to get all snitchy about it. I mean, you might have been talking about two different people, and it doesn't hurt to check.
Oh, I'm sorry, Betty. I'm just a little sensitive at the moment, that's all. I've written Shelley a poem.
Have you?
Yeah, well, I've been reading poems a bit lately, and well, I thought I'd have a go at one myself.
How romantic.
Yeah. Everyone's been laughing at me and making fun of me, and well, I just want someone to listen and tell me if it's any good.
Oh, well, I'll listen. Read it to me.
Well, so I thought I'd ask you because, well, you're a woman after all, aren't you? Aren't you?
Just read the poem.
Well, I was going to start it, shall I compare thee to a summer's day?
Oh, well, Ben. I have a feeling that's been done before.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah. Oh, I've never understood why. I mean, you know, why would a girl want to be all hot and muggy with a thunderstorm at the end? Well, that's what most summer days are like, you know, hot and muggy with a thunderstorm at the end.
Oh, yes, but this is poetry. It's not meant to be real.
Well, that may be, but anyway, you can't use that beginning. It's been done before.
Yeah, well, I knew that. Well, how about this then? I reckon you're like a day in summer.
Well, what's the rest?
Well, it doesn't rhyme now because he made me change it.
So, you're the poet. You think of another rhyme.
I reckon you're like a day in summer.
All hot and sweaty, what a bummer. Oh, come on, Ben. It was a joke.
May have been a joke to you, Betty, but to me your laughter was like a dagger tearing at my heart.
Oh, gee, Ben, I'm sorry. I didn't realise that you...
Did you hear that? Did you hear what I just said? I'm going to write that down right now. A dagger. A sharp dagger. A razor-sharp dagger. A razor-sharp dagger dipped in poison. And that's spelled D-I-P-P apostrophe D.
I I've done it.
Slow down, girl. Not in front of the P-A-R-E-N-T.
Thank you, Jenny. I can actually S-P-E-double-L. Now, what have you done? And why do I always break out in a cold sweat whenever a teenage girl enters this house saying I've done it?
I've got myself another job.
You have?
Good for you. Doing what?
Well, it's not just a job, really. It's, I'm starting up my own business.
You mean you found someone who wanted you to buy clothes for them?
No, that would have been ideal, but I don't think the world's ready for that idea just yet.
Oh, shame. So, what sort of business are you going into?
A catering business.
Catering?
But Sam can't cook for
Jenny? Sam, aren't you forgetting one tiny little thing?
I don't think so. What is it, Dad?
You can't cook.
No, Sam, you can't cook for...
Dad?
Well, I'm sorry. She said it first, but you can't.
Well, I did think about that, but I decided it was no big deal. You can teach me.
No way, Jose.
Oh, come on, Dad.
No. I tried to teach you how to drive. That was bad enough. Can you imagine what it's going to be like being near you when you have access to hot things, boiling things, burny things?
Thought you'd be like this. Never mind. I figured the cooking isn't the important part anyway.
Oh, you mean this is going to be a do-it-yourself catering business then?
No, not at all. I've taken a partner to do the cooking. I should do the marketing. I should do the selling. They're the important parts anyway.
Is that right?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is. And I've already got my first commission. It's a dinner for the local Amateur Athletics Association. It's their prize-giving night. And they've given me the menu they want, and all I have to do is find someone to cook it for me.
Like who?
Betty. She's a good cook. I can go into partnership with Betty.
You and Betty in a partnership?
Yes, Betty and me. It'll be a perfect partnership. I'll be the brains.
And Betty won't.
Hi, Ben. What you doing?
Oh, hi, Arthur. What are you up to?
Well, the tide's on the way in, and you've always told me it's the best time for fishing. What say we go and give the brim a belting?
Oh, yeah, not now, Arthur. I've got a few things on, eh?
Okay, I'll stay and keep you company. I don't like fish anyway.
Oh, well, Arthur, I've got quite a lot to do here, and it might be best...
I won't distract you, honest. I'll be as quiet as a mouse.
Well, I...
Cross my heart. Look, you won't hear a word out of me.
All right, then. Cut it out!
I didn't say anything.
Well, you don't have to. You're staring really loudly.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does. It's how snakes hypnotise birds. Now, stop it.
I didn't say anything.
All right. I'm writing poetry. There, are you satisfied?
Poetry? You?
Okay, go ahead and laugh. I'm used to it.
Babes.
What?
Babes, right? The poetry is to pull the babes.
Well, just one.
Good thinking, Ben. They really go for that sensitive 90s man malarkey.
You think so?
Hey, look at Bob Hawke. One run he knows on TV and the world loves him. Don't worry, Ben. I'm on your side.
You promise you won't laugh and make fun of me?
Ben. Arthur MacArthur does not laugh at anything that will pull the babes.
Great. I'm glad someone finally understands.
So, let's have it.
Well, you mean my poem to Shelley?
Yeah. Read it to me, right between the eyes.
Oh, all right. Well, it's about a summer's day. Ring any bells with you so far? Good. I mean, you know, some other poet might have used it as well.
Anyone can have a good idea. So, Ben, shoot.
Right. I reckon you're like a day in summer.
Works for me so far.
Oh, good. Well, I'll start again then. I reckon you're like a day in summer, with the birds all a-twitter and the bees all a-hummer.
Hold it. Back up there.
What is it?
A hummer? What is a hummer?
It's poetic. If birds can be a twitter, then bees can be a hummer.
Are you sure of this?
Look, trust me, all right? It's poetic license. I know what I'm talking about. Now, may I continue?
Please do.
With the birds all a-twitter and the bees all a-hummer.
I quite like it now that I'm used to it.
Oh, good. And your skin's like the petals of a rose or a plumber.
A plumber? A plumber doesn't have any petals.
Will you just wait? I was gonna say, or a plumber a peach, you see? The line rolls over, it just continues on.
Are you allowed to do this?
Well, absolutely.
Well, how does it end?
Let's see. And your skin's like the petals of a rose or a plumber a peach. Shelley, darling, you're really a stunner. Well, what do you reckon? You really like it that much, eh?
Well, what do you think? Is it right?
I don't know. I've never cooked chili con carne before.
Well, that's what the Athletics Association said they wanted.
Yeah. Well, I still reckon we should have done roast lamb and 2 veg, because I'm good at that.
Well, seems all right to me.
Well, I followed the recipe pretty closely, but I didn't add as much chili powder as they said. But I reckon it tastes okay. By the way, have you seen Ben lately? Is he still writing that awful poetry?
Oh, haven't you heard? He's absolutely obsessed with it. He's even talking of changing from engineering to arts.
Who's changing from engineering to arts?
Ben is. At least that's what he says.
Well, that's taking this poetry thing a bit far.
He could be influenced by the fact that Shelley's doing arts, of course.
Well, I'll have to have a little talk to him about it. After all, he's doing so well.
Oh, Mr. Kelly, would you mind tasting our chili con carne?
Oh. Did Sam make it?
No. I just pass ingredients to Betty as she asked for them.
Yeah, I followed the recipe pretty closely, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to taste like that.
It's a bit bland.
Is that good?
Well, it is if you're making hospital food. Not chili con carne. Needs more chili.
How much?
Oh, maybe a tablespoon? No. Make it a dessert spoon. Maybe 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should do it. Okay, see you later.
All right, bye.
Well, I'm just about ready. We have got an hour before we have to go for the dinner, so why don't we pop down to the mall and have a quick coffee?
Good idea.
This catering business is easier than I thought.
Do you know what this will do to my credibility if the word gets out about this?
I'm sorry, Arthur. I tried my hardest not to beat you, but you're just not very good.
The only thing he has to go with me at softball and dog me.
Speaking of dog meat, what's this?
It smells okay.
Let's see, chili con carne.
What's chili con carne?
Well, it's got red beans, chili powder, and onion in it. Looks like it's new fuel for the space shuttle.
What's this?
Careful, Arthur, don't fiddle with that.
I'm not fiddling. The lid's just stuck and I'm trying to. Don't double me, Jen. I'll be your best friend. I'll let you beat me at softball.
You don't have to let me. I can beat you anyway.
Please don't double me, Jen.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe we just stir it in. Nobody will notice. You think so? Not a chance. Let's get out of here.
Shop shouldn't be allowed to sell cakes like that. They're lethal to the hips.
Oh, well, it does you good to be wicked once in a while, you know. Now, I guess we'd better get going.
Hi, Ben. Yeah, hi, Ben.
Yeah, hi, girls.
Busy creating a sonnet, are we?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Oh, Ben, could you taste our chili con carne?
Oh, yes, Ben. Yes, we need a bit of an expert opinion, and you're a tooth man, aren't you?
All right, then.
Well?
It's nice.
Nice. He's a poet, and that's the best he can do. Nice?
Oh, well, just take what you can get. So, see you later, Ben.
Yeah. Bye, Ben.
Bye.
Oh, Ben, could you come in here for a minute, please?
Oh, hi, Mr. Keddy. You working on a Saturday?
You all right, Ben? You're talking rather strangely.
Oh, I got heard the great Ernie on now. I just taken hand chili before.
Oh, well, I must have perked it up a little since I had some. Listen, Ben, what's this I hear about you changing to arts?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm thinking about it. Well, you see, I think maybe I'm not cut out to be an engineer.
Well, I think you are. I think you're cut out to be one, a really good one.
Yeah, well, I could be a Howard, too.
Well, if you say so. Listen, Ben, can you just cast a quick eye over these plans?
Yeah, sure. Uh-oh.
Something wrong?
This here. You need a stronger support structure to cope with the wind shear. You have to change it.
Look at the date and the plans, Ben.
1991. These are our plans.
These plans were checked and rechecked. The council approved them, I approved them, and one person picked up that same mistake, Josh Rockland. You heard of him?
Oh, of course. He's one of the best construction engineers in the business. Oh, I think I see what you're getting at.
Ben, look, you have got a great talent as an engineer. It'd be a shame to throw that away.
You ordered out my poetry.
Yes, well, it'd be a merciful gesture to throw that away.
Oh, no, Mr. Kelly. I think I can have real talent as a Howard, too. I mean, be brutally frank. What do you think of my poems?
Do you want me to be brutally frank?
Brutally frank.
Well, you know Sam's cooking.
Oh.
Yeah, compared to your poetry, it's good.
Well, you didn't have to be that brutally frank.
So, the meal was a disaster.
Oh, a total disaster. The president of the Athletics Association had steam coming out of his ears.
He was angry.
No, he literally had steam coming out of his ears.
Then I don't understand why they want you to do another dinner for them.
Oh, it's not a dinner, it's part of their training. I mean, the meal was a disaster, but at the track meet the following day, they broke every record in the book.
How did they manage that?
They mentioned something about wind assistance.
I think I get the picture.
So they were pretty pleased with the way things turned out.
That's good.
Except for the pole vaulter.
Why, what did he say?
I don't know. They're still waiting for him to come down. Is recorded in front of a studio audience. This has been a Gary Riley production for the 7 Network.